Okay, we are live, so let's get started on the video.
Alright, boys. We're beachside chilling again, baby. So today we're going to be talking about this whole Gen Z aging like milk. And this is something that I've had to deal with in my life. I'm 34, and at least on the internet, I get a lot of comments saying, dude, you look like you're 47. Dude, you're basically dead. So, I totally get it, but...
So I'm actually glad that he's bringing this up because this is something I've been talking about and aware of for a really long time. It's called Pottenger's Cats. I'll put that down below as a related video. Check it out. I make a whole video about this, Pottenger's Cats. Cats get sicker as you with each generation as you feed them bad food. People are the same way when eating bad food. Each generation is sicker than the previous generation. So I'm sicker than my parents. And my kids will be healthier than me because I'm not doing this. I'm feeding them well. But unless you switch what you're doing, your kids will be much, much sicker than you. If you even have kids, if they even survive. It's morbid, but it's true. I don't sugarcoat it.
Let's hear out these young bucks and see what the hell's going on.
I have a theory as to why Gen Z is aging like milk. If you don't know, I am Gen Z, okay? I'm an 03 baby, just turned 21 like 2 weeks ago. But for some reason, when I come on this goddamn app, niggas think I'm like 30. And that got me thinking like, damn, why do people think I'm 30? And then I dumbed it down to two options. Option one, I'm just ugly as hell. Or option...
Because you're aging rapidly because we're all being fed poison. You're just literally dying.
Two, it's because Gen Z and millennials have the same parents. And what I mean by that is, yes, we have the same parents, but our age gap is crazy. Like, they had you at 20, but they had me at 40. I'll put this into perspective, bro. I am 21 years old. 21 years old, right? My dad is 62.
1 second, my wife is unaware. Babe, I'm streaming. Should have told her.
Apparently.
Honestly, I feel with this guy, though, because
Nah, I don't think that that's it at all. But interesting though. Could be a confound. But now, like I found gray hairs in my beard. I started going a little gray when I was 16, and I found like gray hairs in my wife. They'll go away because I know how to like be healthy, so my body can heal itself. But I did start going gray at 16.
I have older parents as well, and maybe that is something. Maybe that's something that
He's going gray.
we didn't really think about. The older you are, the more unhealthy you are. Then you have a kid. Then it comes to me. Next thing you know, people are making fun of me for looking like I'm way older than I am. It's the classic. But to be fair, though, I guarantee you, when that dude does turn 30, he's going to look exactly the same. I'm willing to put money on it. How much?
Think so.
Anyways.
Gen Z is like aging really rapidly.
I haven't actually watched this video, so I don't even know what's in it. I'm just reacting to this with you guys.
Mainly because of the stress. Come here.
I literally think it's rapid aging due to Pottenger's Cats. Maybe stress too. Stress definitely would contribute, but I think it's Pottenger's Cats.
Time nowadays where millennials look way younger for their age while Gen Z looks way older for their age. If you don't believe me, I'm Gen Z. Get closer. I am Gen Z and nobody ever believes me. When my mom and
people have been thinking I was like 25 since I was like 16. People think I'm like in my 30s. It's quite interesting.
I walk out in public, people think that my
But
mom
also though, it doesn't make sense though why actually never mind.
is my younger sister. Right. When I tell people, oh, I'm going to go hang out with my family, they think I'm talking about my children. I don't have kids. Right. I'm talking about my parents. I'm still the child. Does that make sense? One time I wanted an autograph from Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
This is rich.
No. My premium YouTube does not carry through into this software. Oh, that is twisted.
Right. I was standing for
I have to
hours
get
for
premium YouTube for my Week to Warrior account. Now I guess I just gotta switch it all over on my playlists.
this autograph, and when he walked up to me, I said, can you please sign this poster? It's for Jordan, right? He then took it and put, Dear Jordan, your dad is a great guy. He stood out here for hours and then gave it back to me. And before I can correct him, he looked at me and said, Times were way more difficult back when we were kids, am I right? And then he tapped my shoulder and left. Dwayne is 52.
Yes.
Oh my God. But to be fair though, if you look at this dude, right? A beard always makes you look older. I can't even grow a beard. Okay? People make fun of me.
I didn't grow a beard till I went on carnivore. It's a hormonal issue thing.
But and then the glasses, right? Glasses make you look more sophisticated, more bon saison. A quick story, you're gonna love this one. My basically brother, we're not related, but I call him my brother. When we were 17, people thought he was literally 30 years old. Okay.
I really think that we're experiencing a new generation of absolute desolation of health, and I intend to lead our generation out of that. No way, Jose, for me. Reverse aging.
Okay.
Which I think is totally possible. I mean, your body, your DNA can repair itself, and I believe if bodies are in optimal metabolic health, which could be attainable for a lot of people, maybe not if you wait too long or you're too unhealthy, but definitely could be attainable for a lot of people. A lot of stuff to look into. I mean, I got gallstones. Found that out today recently, researching why I had this constant pain issue for a lot of my life, where I'd have upper right side, under the breast bone, kind of under my ribs a bit, but just this horrible pain I would just get sometimes, and it would last for days. And I realized later, just literally today, that was gallstones. I haven't had it in year or two, thank God. Knock on wood. My goal is to never have it again because it's just so horrible. But yeah, I realized I was gallstones. So I'm what are gallstones related to? Oh, metabolic problems. And then I also realized the other time, I think one of the last times I got gallstones, it's just anytime I'm doing anything that's going to that damages my metabolism, that's usually when I get the gallstones. So if I can avoid all that stuff, which I am, no gallstones, thank God. Oh my God, it's this is the worst pain ever. But it's related to metabolic issues, basically. They don't really know what causes it, but that's their closest bet.
And we got busted by the cops one time smoking weed. When we were 17, he was 17, I was 16. And these cops literally harassed him. Seriously, harassed this dude for him looking old. But guess what? By the time he turned 27, he still looked the same. So that's probably what's going to happen to this guy, because apparently he's 26. But I guarantee you, by the time he's 36, he's probably going to look the same. And he looks black to me, so he's going to be fine.
Dwayne is 52.
UPS driver just dropped off my package and I went out to sign for it, and he told me that I look good for my age. And he also said, ma'am. He said, ma'am, you look good for your age. And I don't know what that is supposed to mean because I'm 23.
And to be fair, though, another thing I've noticed, too, is when you're slim, a lot of these, talking head shots, if you look at this,
kind of look like the same age as that guy. Wait.
You can only see this lady's head. She's like, ma'am, I'm 45, and I thought we were the same age. Right. You only see her head.
Yeah, wait.
So, but if you were to get a whole picture, this girl to the right, she looks like she's in her 20s to me. So, you know what I mean? But if you were to just get a headshot, maybe. If you were to see me out in the wild, I'm a skinny dude. Usually skinny people look younger. That's just how it works. If you're a super tall person, right? You're 6'7", I don't care if you're 17. People are going to be like, holy shit. People don't think before they speak. Anyways, that's just a little thought on that.
Because I'm 23.
Here are my theories around why Gen Z looks so much older than millennials.
She's got some really excellent points in this one.
Number one, I do think the food that Gen Z is eating and the food that their parents ate definitely affected them on a genetic level. And I think food is so much more processed nowadays. I think things are marketed as being healthy and they're not at all. So I think
things are marketed as soy free that have soy in them. They just lie to you. They don't care at all. They just lie to you. It's nuts.
The biggest
I forgot about it.
contributor to
the
them
first thing you're watching
looking older.
had horrible insomnia for 19 years because of soy, and I couldn't figure out what it was because it was so horrible. Because they don't even list it on stuff. Like, you have to call manufacturers and harass people. It was like psychotic. Psychotic.
2 is vaping. Millennials did not grow up with nicotine being popular. It was not cool to smoke cigarettes.
Maybe.
Guilty. I've actually done both. I smoked cigarettes forever. And I still battle with going back and forth with vaping.
Hey, I smoked cigarettes too, and I vaped, and I quit. So if you want to quit, Alan Carr, easy way to quit smoking. It's actually just really easy. Like, I didn't think it would be. I didn't open the book for 6 months when my wife got it for me because I was like, no way, it's not going to be easy. It can't be. It can't be easy. I've had months-long sicknesses due to withdrawal symptoms. I have a degree in neuroscience. I know what easy is. It can't be easy. It was easy. Crazy enough, yeah, I consumed like insane amounts of nicotine too. My brother actually consumed so much nicotine that he accidentally ingested like enough nicotine to kill him, except it didn't kill him because he just had such a high nicotine tolerance. He was fine. He quit nicotine using the easy way to quit smoking too. So if you're like a Nick addict, like this dude, like literally, like he could like smoke a gram of tobacco and zero it out of like a 5-foot bong. It's insane. That's my brother, but he quit. So you can't do. And RLP, if you're watching this, dude, easy way.
Hide it from people. I know. Pathetic.
But vaping is considered very cool, and smoking definitely ages you a lot. 3 is radiation. So
yeah, radiation's probably big, but also I think smoking ages you because it like prevents blood flow to your skin.
Gen Z grew up around technology. Millennials didn't really. I mean, Gen Z, they're around for that.
Yeah, I turn the Wi-Fi off at night. I'm just becoming increasingly more paranoid. All the money I get just goes towards trying to become as healthy as I can because I'm like, I need to build a little health castle for myself, and y'all can come visit me when I have my health castle. So if you want a health castle, hit me up. I'm working on a health castle.
iPhones, iPads, computers, they've been using all this stuff since they were little, and all these things emit radiation, which affects you on a cellular level. If you're getting that since you were a child, of course it's going to age you so much more rapidly.
I'm jacking.
And you know what? Before you think she's tripping, it actually says on your phone, if you go to the settings and look up like the warning stuff, it actually tells you that there's a high level of radiation and you should keep it like 6 inches away from you.
Holy cow, that's great, because I noticed my testicles have gotten larger since I stopped keeping my phone in my pocket. Holy, yeah, like, wow.
Take a hit of that. Seriously, metaphorically speaking, guys, smoking ages you.
Millennials just don't want to grow up. Because saying that Gen Z is aging like milk is crazy to me. Because what y'all really need to be worrying about is
I like this guy, because I think I know why a lot of the stuff's happening that he points out. So I'm going to make a point of watching his stuff, then commenting on it, because like he brings a lot of relevant stuff to the table.
Y'all 3rd and 4th graders are reading at kindergarten level. Did you not just see they upped the retirement to 70? We're working 40 hours a week and it takes 80% of our paycheck to pay for rent. We're stressed. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's a big one too. You know when you see like the photos of people back from like the 20s, 30s, and 40s, and they look really old when they're like 20? Well, think about it. Back then, you'd get married at 18, have 7 kids by the time you're 23, a mortgage, the whole shebang. I mean, that's got to be stressful shit, man.
But
okay? And today's day and age, like she said, we're going to retire at 70. I don't think most of us are going to retire. And honestly, at this rate, looking like shit, at least the people in my boat, which I think I look fine. I know I got lines and wrinkles, and this is something I've dealt with a long time. Okay, I remember being 12 years old, and I had these necklines, which I still have today. Don't worry about that. But when I was 12, I remember going out and playing with my friends, and when we'd come back, I'd be the only person that would have dirt in his necklines. Yeah, so I dealt with that at a young age. You know, they used to call me Neckline Ricky. I'm just kidding. Nice. Anyways, let's let this dude go off.
So everybody's talking about why millennials are aging so well and Gen Z are aging like they've been on a tanning bed for 40 fucking years. I've always had the answers. You guys just don't want to listen to me. The reason you guys are aging so fast, because you want everything like that. You want to do no work, but get paid.
I don't like people like this. I mean, I don't know him personally. Maybe I probably wouldn't like him. Maybe I would. I don't know. I just think of like meeting him at jiu-jitsu and just like making him suffer a bit. Not in the meme way, just kind of like riding him out, you know. I just left him whatever. They've been ran him at like a mat's probably where the only time I'd ever talk to him. But anyway, like people like this really bother me. Gen Z don't want to do no work. Like, what do you mean? Like, I just don't. Unless that statement is followed with quantitative information that is verifiable, it doesn't mean anything. It's just an intimidation statement. It's like, you don't want to work. Like, okay, so Alex Hormozy. Not that I have a bone to pick with Alex Hormozy because I don't know Alex Hormozy. I have nothing to do with Alex Hormozy. But one thing he said that really irritated me, he said that like the next generation just wants too much money. And he said so that this guy was doing work for his friend for free. And this friend offered him $60K to come do work for him full time. And the guy said, hey, I'd love to. Give me 62. And then Alex Hormozy was like, and this insolent child asked for $2,000 more dollars. What an example of pride. He needs to be smited. How dare you not know your place, child? You want $2,000 more dollars to eat food in the city? You want to be able to afford to eat organic food so your testicles don't fall off? Insolent child, eat your gruel. I am Alex Hormozy. I make millions of dollars. It's a time for learning, not a time for earning. You will earn when you are dead. This is how it strike me. I'm like, what are you? Like, I don't know. Then you just go be miserable, weirdo who has a thing for telling others to be miserable.
$100 an hour. You want to lose the fat?
No, I don't actually know any Gen Z people who are expecting to immediately get paid $100 an hour. I actually, when I was looking for a job, trying to sell out, wasn't even looking for $100 an hour. Even though I'm worth much, much more than that, I'm worth $1,000 an hour easily. I wasn't even looking for that, and I really am. And I wasn't even looking for that. I wasn't even looking for 100. So he's just full of it. Like he's full of it. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's just talking out of his mouth, vomiting, brain puke.
The fupa, but you go to Colombia and we could even trace this back to the ancient civilizations.
Okay, I don't know where he was going.
Yeah, like I'd love to strike. That guy's one of those guys like shows up at jiu-jitsu talking about. He's got 500 street fights. He's undefeated. And then I just nicely strangle him 3 times. You know what I mean? Not even like meanly, not even like cross-facing meanly. I just technically put him in a strangle. You don't even feel himself going out. He's just like, oh, I can't breathe, suddenly tapping. Do it to him nicely. Don't even slam. Just so nice. I'm so loving. They don't even show up after. It kills their ego, destroys them. People like that.
Going with that, like, dude just started going off on a tangent.
You want to do no work, but get paid $100 an hour.
That guy's never wrestled. He doesn't know what work is.
You want to lose the fat, the fupa. But you go to Colombia and we could even trace this back to the ancient civilizations.
Okay, I don't know where he was going.
I don't think he's ever read a book on an ancient civilization.
With that, dude just started going off on a tangent. But I do agree with that. And it's like when people are, you know, like I see chicks that are like 15 and I don't know they're 15. You get what I mean? You know what I'm saying? The makeup, the whole nine, everybody wants to, you know, I'm grown. Which is fine, I get it. I want to be a grown-up too. I'm still trying to figure it out. But I think that's a big one too. And the stress, I think that's the biggest one. Is I'm 34 sitting here thinking to myself, how in the hell am I going to ever retire or do anything?
Not. Just keep making YouTube videos with me forever, bro.
It is shit. So I can't even imagine being 22. Although when I was 22, I really didn't give a shit. To be honest, I was just trying to have fun.
And that's why I'm going to take over. Because really, like, honestly, like, who's even trying? I mean, not even take over. Like, I'm not Mr. Rothschild. Mr. Vanderbilt, I don't want to take over no land. I just want to lead my people to grass-fed steak. Really, honestly, though, I'm not trying to conquer anyone. I just like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile,
Everybody's always
black
talking
man,
about
white.
how Gen Z is aging fast. Now, as a Gen Zer, I don't get it because I feel like I don't look. I mean, I look 24 for sure.
She's an ethnic person who might have not had multiple generations of being poisoned yet. Possible. They're very possible ethnic people, like Israel Adesanya, the very ethnic middleweight champion. Doesn't have issues. He eats pizza and he's fine because he's the first generation of pottengers cats. His parents are like hunter-gatherers.
For sure, but I don't look like I'm
all
in my
due
30s.
respect, though. Like, all due respect. I'm not saying, like, oh, his parents are hunter-gatherers. Like, my dad's mother grew up in a farm in Yugoslavia, and therefore my dad has, like, had pretty much great health his whole life, despite literally growing up eating yodels he stole out of, like, dumpsters because he was completely poor and broke and had to, like, tape his shoes together because his parents died and he lived in the ghetto. Rough life. But he was, like, great health-wise because all those great enzymes and stuff. So I mean, I say Israel Adesanya's parents are hunter-gatherers. I mean that, like, in the best possible way. Like, they just had access to, like, really high-quality food, probably. Like, just really high quality. They were not in the armpit of Babylon.
30s. I don't know what other people probably think. I've gotten told that I look at least like maybe 18, 20, around there. And I've gotten told that I look 24, 23. So it's just crazy. But I've seen some people, you know, that look like they would be in their late 30s. And then you find out they're like 23, 22. And it's just like, holy shit. So it's like, what's the study of that? I mean, obviously we have a lot going on. I mean, everything is so damn expensive and nobody can really afford anything. So I mean, that really impacts your mental health. You know what I mean?
Millennials look younger than...
She's got an excellent point. And to be real, I don't feel like I see
I feel like green tea's been reverse aging me.
people. I don't, like, I have like perfect eyesight. You know, I have like laser vision. Like I see all of my flaws, the gray hair, the wrinkles, everything. But I agree with her. I don't really see people. Once in a while, dude's got a beard, he's super tall. Anyone who's like overweight, you're always just going to look older. That's just how that works. But I kind of agree with her. But I think the online thing is what it is. Because I've never been told in person that I look way older than I am. It's always online. And maybe people just have their filters off when they're online. Maybe they're telling me the truth. I'm not too sure. But I don't think it's that big of a problem.
I wouldn't like worry about this stuff too much, though. I think human potential is such that as long as you catch on to this stuff early and you really start doing the right stuff, like, for me, I already know all the right stuff to do, or most of the right stuff to do. I'm not saying I know everything, but I know most of the right stuff to do. And I was like drinking tequila last night, and then I feel bad today. And it's like, well, Devin, person who wants to be deadlifting 500 pounds and he's 100, probably shouldn't drink tequila. You're right.
Plus, if anybody ever tells you you look old, just tell them, well, if I didn't look like shit, you couldn't be perfect.
No.
You're welcome.
Who? I don't think millennials really look younger. I think for the most part we look good to be the age that we are. I will say that we aging gracefully.
Millennials
I just
like
think that Generation Z is aging faster. If that makes sense.
Yes.
So it looks like we almost like in the same age category. Like a lot of...
That makes a lot of sense. The food's shittier, okay? Everything's shittier. It's beautiful. I love it. Not to mention the beauty standard. We're not even going to go there right now.
Y'all in y'all like 20s look like y'all almost like in y'all...
Beauty standard. I married the most beautiful woman ever. Legitimately. So... it's my beauty standard.
Mid to late 30s.
It's important if you're gonna marry someone like really, really, really attractive.
I think that's what it is. Living fast, hard, rough, social media, trying to keep up with the Joneses is aging y'all really quickly, if you ask me. I think y'all...
yes, it's our fault. Please gaslight me. Like how people will tell people with insomnia, you're trying to sleep too hard. That's why you can't sleep. Doesn't even make any sense.
Get offended when people speak.
Like no one with insomnia ever says that, really.
Speak on it, but y'all do be trying to call people old. But the truth of the matter is, we look the same age. I think that's the point of it. I'm 37, about to be 38, and I know I
She looks like she's the same age as me.
look my age,
24.
and I'm perfectly fine with that. Millennials look.
I totally agree with that chick. And another thing too is like that beauty standard. Everybody wants to be forever young, okay? They're doing the fillers, the Botox, plastic surgery, the whole nine. You know, makeup, forget it. You know what I mean? Like, if I feel like it's easier for men, at least for me. I don't care if I have wrinkles. I don't
But I think
care.
it is weird, though. Like, I think tattoos are less weird than that stuff. But I'm not going to judge you. But I do still think it's weird.
You know what I mean? I don't care if I have gray hair. I'm not going to dye my hair. I'm just not. Plus, I tried it. It's terrible. It burns you. It's like, I'm not going to lie to myself. I feel like it's much harder for women.
Anyway, when I tried.
But I think that's another thing, too, is everybody just wants to be young forever.
I will be.
I don't know. Maybe you guys leave your thoughts, or maybe if you've experienced getting called looking older than you are. But, you know, since I'm 27, I'm 34, I've been told the same thing. And honestly, I think I look better now. And I haven't changed much. It's still the same thing. So we'll see what happens when I'm 40. I'll probably have more gray hair. But, like, I feel like when I hit 40, I'm just going to look like I'm 40. You know, when you're 25 and somebody says you look like you're in your late 30s, when you hit your late 30s, you don't just all of a sudden become Benjamin Buttons. You know what I mean? You don't just, like, when you're 39, look like you're 72. It's just not how it works. And if that...
Actually, yeah, no, I had, like, a kid in my... I had a few kids in my class in middle school die from cancer. And then a few more in high school die from other illnesses. So, yeah, they just started looking really old and then died. So, yeah.
That is your problem. I'm really sorry about that. But anyways, usually I read you guys' comments throughout the videos.
Okay, so this is all wrapping up. Okay, well, that's all for right now, folks. Tune in at 3 p.m. next time for your daily dose of Devon. Subscribe for more relevant information. And be sure to check out